Hello and welcome back to Nunchaku, where today I'll be sharing my nunchuck collection with you. I've been getting a surprising number of comments requesting me to show off what nunchucks I have, so today I'll be doing just that. I know this may surprise a lot of you, but I actually don't own that many pairs of nunchucks. I do own quite a few, but it's not an excessive amount because I generally like to use the same nunchucks over and over again just because I feel most comfortable with them. Here is my first set of nunchucks. These are my original pair of nunchucks, which are a lightweight, hollow, plastic set of foam nunchucks that are bound by a chain. This was my very first set of nunchucks, which was probably the safest set of nunchucks I could have gotten as a beginner because of their lightweight and foam construction. After I kind of grew out of my first set and wanted something a little different, I got a pair of double nunchucks. So I got two sets of these black nunchucks and added some cool pink tape to them, but this was my second set of nunchucks and I still use these to this day. And they are a wooden nunchuck, so they have a wooden core with a foam shell around them to still make them pretty safe. I love these nunchucks and still use them to this day because I love the proportions of the chuck, so the chain to chuck ratio, and I love that they're a chain nunchuck, as well as they show up amazing on camera because of the bright pink tape. So even though I have much more expensive chucks these days than these very basic practice chucks, I still really enjoy spinning these because they just feel like home, honestly. So moving on from these wooden core but foam shelled nunchucks, I got myself a pair of wooden nunchucks. So these are solid oak and they're really heavy, and they were my first set of real wooden nunchucks. These nunchucks, because of their back heavy weight distribution, are not very easy to spin and very unergonomic and very unforgiving. What's cool about these nunchucks is how hefty and substantial they feel. Because of the chain and the wooden chuck, these feel like a really heavy duty nunchuck that is usable. I do not use them in videos that often because they do not show up great on camera when they're moving around, but they do make an awesome choice when I'm trying to perform something or use a more substantial and legitimate nunchuck. I actually have another set of wooden nunchucks besides these ones, which are these black wooden nunchucks. They are more of a classical design. They have this cool pattern to them. They are wood and they are a little bit lighter than the other ones, but they are a pretty cool looking chuck. Now moving on to a set of really expensive nunchucks, which is the Flow Toys Flow Chucks. They have these cool light capsules in them, so they actually glow up. I used to use these quite a bit, but not as much anymore because they don't really apply to my use cases as much anymore, but they are a really cool chuck to spin. They are quite expensive and I bought them a while ago and they were already like $200 then. Maybe they're a bit cheaper today, but they are a pretty cool set of nunchucks. So now on to my cheapest set of nunchucks, which is these dollar store nunchucks, which were actually given to me as a gift, so they were even cheaper for me than they might be if you actually purchase them. I obviously do not use these to practice nunchucks because they fall apart and don't really have any form of use or quality to them, but it was a very amusing gift and I have used these in videos to show what not to purchase if you're actually interested in nunchucks. Back to the other end of the spectrum, we have these performance nunchucks, which are really lightweight and have really cool ball bearings that are extremely fast to spin and are very easy for doing moves with. I got these very recently and very much enjoy how they feel completely different from the other sets of nunchucks that I have and how quick and easy they are to spin. Next up, we have my Dark Monk Studio Nunchucks, which I was given by Dark Monk to review, which was very nice of them, and I think they're an amazing set of nunchucks, which are really cool, especially if you're an intermediate to advanced level of spinner. These nunchucks have a pretty different feel to all the nunchucks that I've shown previously because they're quite heavy, and especially at the end. This makes them feel very flowy, but I think they're a really cool set of nunchucks and I very much enjoy spinning them. Last up, we have what I think is a very underrated category of nunchucks, which is DIY nunchucks. I think that if you have the right materials, you can make a great set of nunchucks wherever you are for very little money. I am sure that if you looked around hard enough at this moment, you'll be able to find something that can be turned into nunchucks. I've created 3 tutorials on this channel on how you can make a variety of types of nunchucks, including metal ones and wooden ones. So if you're interested in nunchucks and don't want to run out and buy a pair, then make some. These nunchucks that I'm holding on this side were actually sent to me by a YouTuber named Native Sun Wood Art, and I'm very grateful for this awesome gift where he integrated all this kinds of glitter and epoxy into this set of nunchucks to make them look extremely awesome. So there you are, that is my entire nunchuck collection. It may not be as massive as you'd hope, but I do have to say that I am already very happy with the nunchuck collection I have, and I'm very grateful to be able to have the opportunity to own so many sets of nunchucks. So I hope that you found this tutorial cool. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials coming in the future, and go check out some of the other various nunchuck related tutorials that I have on my channel.